Katy Perry on Channel 95.7.
Roar!
It's 8:11.
We were just talking with Russ in the hall. He stopped and said, hey,
He's too busy to come in here right
thanks
now.
for putting up that Ice Bucket Challenge online. And then we went to see how many views he has, because I was thinking it would go viral, because you got Russ, he's a stodgy stick in the mud, and he's dumping water on himself, and he's wearing a suit.
Which is very fun to say, stodgy stick in the mud.
And he's got about 450 views, so he was feeling pretty good about that. But I think we can totally bump it up. I will tell you, there's a twist in the video.
There is a twist.
Like, it's not just a Russ dumping water over his head and then it's saying to some people, hey, I challenge you, you, and you. Something happened during the video that he was not expecting.
He's a good sport, let's put it that way.
The crowd was not expecting. My favorite thing of the video is Connie, because you hear Connie. I do something, shockingly. I do something to sabotage Russ's Ice Bucket Challenge. And Connie goes, oh! And then at the end, she goes, that's great! And you hear her clapping.
Because they didn't even tell me about the sabotagery.
It was.
I didn't even know.
It was spectacular. So Connie was loving it. The look on Russ's face when we surprised him. I mean, the whole thing. Right now, you can check it out at mychannel957.com.
Do you think that when you are a person who has the ability to hire and fire people, that when something happens, like there are times that a manager has to stop themselves from saying the phrase, "You're fired"?
Possibly.
Seriously, because I think sometimes it would be very hard to be the Russ,
right,
and have to stop yourself, because there've got to be times that you'll listen to us in the morning and be like, "Oh my gosh!"
Like
you just want to say it.
When I surprised him yesterday, he probably was very close to standing up
That's
and
what
saying,
made me think of it.
saying, "You're fired."
Right.
And that's a gamble you got to take. You know, that's something you don't know what's going to happen, but you just do it. Like, on a whim.
And the thing is, too, I mean, he knows us well enough by this point. It's been almost 2 years, right? He knows us by now, that he knows. It's kind of like Big Brother, expect the unexpected.
Exactly. And here is the thing. And he should have seen it, and you should have seen it, too, because I brought in 2 buckets, and I gave him the choice of which bucket to use.
Yeah, and I saw both of them sitting in our office all day, so I don't know what I was thinking.
I gave him the choice. Yeah. I said, go ahead, Russ. You pick which bucket you want to use. And he said, oh, I'll just take the little one. And I said, that's totally fine. And then I said to Brian, our intern, fill the big one and hide it.
And the little one wasn't even a bucket.
No.
It was a bowl.
It was an ice cream, like an ice cream 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
And I knew he would choose that because that's what he does. And that's why I brought the big one. And we made it happen.
He's a good sport.
Magically.
He's a good sport. You can see it at my channel.
Luckily, I'm still here today. I guess I didn't even really think about getting fired when I did it.
No.
But now that you're talking about it, like, that could have been.
Well, I just think sometimes.
He could have snapped.
I mean, here's the thing. He comes in, he's a good sport with us. But there have been times, especially when you're a new morning show and, which we were a couple years ago.
Right.
And we don't know our management very well. They just hired us and they're like keeping their fingers crossed going.
We just know that probably we don't get along with them.
He isn't happy with us or hasn't been happy with us 100% of the time.
Right.
There have been times that he was definitely annoyed with us.
Yeah.
And I wonder if at those times he had to stop himself from yelling the phrase, "You're fired."
Like when somebody dumps 20 gallons of water on his head.
Yes, and he was not expecting that.
He probably did not appreciate that at all. Super funny, though.
He hasn't yelled it yet, though.
Super funny, right?
Super funny, yeah.
He's probably thought it. And he's come close a couple times talking to me. Like, we definitely have been close there. Like, hey, I've known what's coming next and had to stop. A couple one-on-ones in his office. One time we took a car ride that was very uncomfortable.
You did?
We did.
What?
Yeah, I don't really want to get into it. But, yeah, one time an uncomfortable car ride.
My parents did that with me once.
Well, Russ tried it on me.
What?
Seriously.
That's weird.
And I told him that. I said, this is
weird.
This is weird. Let me out. And he said, do not. I'm like, oh, fine.
This ain't Uber.
Fine. Keep driving. Let's make this happen. But, yeah, he got doused a good one yesterday. It was awesome.
MyChannel957.com. You can see it right now, though.
It's money time.
Michigan Lottery. So normally we do this on Friday, but we are not here tomorrow.
No.
So we're doing it today.
And
Neon Nines, baby.
Hold on.
What?
I have breaking money news for you.
What?
We're not here next Friday either,
No, we're not.
which means you're getting $52 Neon
Look at
Nines
that.
tickets.
7708-957, caller 10 right now.
50 chances at $30,000. 7708957.
Thank you, Michigan Lottery.
50
nice.
chances.
So it's a $2 ticket. Normally you get 25 tickets, but since we're not going to be here tomorrow or next Friday, we're just going to double it up.
You get all 50.
You get all
at
50 of
7708957. Just scratch them right at the front.
Connie
Jacob
and Curtis,
loves that.
Who's this?
Hey, this is Debbie.
Debbie, you just won 50 Neon Nines scratch-off tickets from the Michigan Lottery.
Yay!
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you have
Debbie.
50 chances to win $30,000. That's amazing.
It is
50
amazing.
chances. I would scratch them at the front. Jacob loves that. You just scratch, and then just give them
And
to
blow
him.
it.
Blow the silver stuff all over his pants. He doesn't care. He loves it, right?
He does.
And do it especially if there's a long line of people trying to pick up prizes.
Yes.
And scratch very...
No. Excuse me, Jacob. I need to continue doing this right now.
And scratch slowly. And announce what you get with each scratch.
Nothing.
And he also has a coin ready for you, so be
He
sure
does.
to ask him for that.
Uh-huh. May I
He
borrow your
loves that.
coin?
He carries a lot of change in his
Jake,
pockets.
He does. Well, because he parks in a meter. So he's always got to have coins.
Right.
He's always needs to have a coin or two, and he'll run down sometimes.
We didn't even give him a parking card.
and plug the meter. No, he parks it. He declined. He said, "I got all this change.
You are
I'm gonna,
so full of it, Curtis.
I'm going to give it to the parking commission."
All right, well,
I'm gonna help
Debbie
these people
won.
out. Debbie's got her tickets. 50 chances. We'll be back in September. What are we giving away in September, Amanda?
I don't know.
Okay, it's
It
too
will
far.
be a mystery surprise.
We'll be back in
Surprise.
September.
It's too far away. We don't even know what we have.
I said
in
that to
September.
one of our coworkers yesterday. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're coming back on the day after Labor Day. And he goes, you're going to be off for a month?
Right.
I'm like, Labor Day is not in a month?
No.
It's not even 2 weeks from now.
No,
It's like 10 days.
it's one work week
It's one work week
and one national holiday.
and one Friday.
And one Friday thrown in just for good measure. And that's because Tom owed us a favor.
A month.
A month. Imagine if we took a month off, we would come back and we wouldn't have a job.
Yeah, we wouldn't even know what to do.
There'd be somebody else.
Forget
sitting
how to
here.
do radio.
Exactly. No dice. You're not losing us for a month.
Ha!
Yeah, we're staying. We're stayers, and that's
You're
what we
stuck
do.
with us.
Hey, we're going to be
Ding,
gone,
ding, ding,
but
ding.
we got something cool going on the Channel 95.7 Facebook page right now.
Oh, yeah.
It goes all weekend, but you can take care of it right now if you want. You go to facebook.com/mychannel957, and you click the little tab that says Win Cedar Point Passes, and you get to go to Cedar Point if you win.
If you win.
You get a 4-pack of passes. Now, here is my question.
Okay, what is your question?
And I don't know because I've never been to Cedar Point. So I need you, Connie, right now to go to facebook.com/mychannel957. Okay, so we'll wait for you to get over there. And while you are there, I need you to look at the picture of the roller coaster. Okay? So you scroll down a little bit. Actually, you can just click that tab that says Win Cedar Point Passes. So you're on it. Then you get to it, and you
Wait,
see.
hold on. What am I doing? Win Cedar Point passes. Done.
Yes, okay,
I'm here.
so-
And by the way, it's channel 957, not my channel 957.
It is. Let me throw this piece of paper away.
What did I do wrong?
You wrote the wrong Facebook page.
Well, we
How
just
did I?
always go to it. So it's channel 957.
Okay, so
No dashes or
facebook.com/channel957. Now, that roller coaster that you see in the picture there, do you see the roller coaster?
I do see it. I'm not sure which one it is, though.
I've heard that it's not at Cedar Point.
Oh, really?
Someone
that's-
commented on the Facebook page,
Really?
why don't you have a picture of Cedar Point? And I personally don't know. So here's my question to you
I don't know.
right
It kind of
now.
looks like the blue streak a little bit, but it's not blue. So
At 7708957, or you can email us at email@connieandcurtis.com. You tell us what that is, like if it is one at Cedar Point, and we'll give you a Connie and Curtis sorry T-shirt that you can wear whenever you want this summer. But somebody posted on the Facebook page, would have been nice if you had a picture of Cedar Point. Now, I've never been, so I don't know if it's Cedar Point or not.
Well, I haven't been to Cedar Point in so many years that there are like 10 new coasters since I've been there.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So take a look. Go to facebook.com/channel957. Click the Win Cedar Point Passes tab, and then email us. Tell us what roller coaster that is. If you think it's at Cedar Point, cool. And first person who does it, we're going to send you a T-shirt. That's what we do. We're magical.
Yeah.
Because I was concerned.
Maybe it is.
I was
Who knows?
concerned for Rick or for Wendy or for Amanda, whoever put the picture up. I figured probably Amanda, since she doesn't really fact check, as evidenced by the wrong email and website address I just gave.
Yeah.
I figure it's probably hers, so I'm thinking it probably is her. So yeah, send us an
I
email.
did not make that, no.
Send us an email or call us and let us know which one that is, and we'll give you a shirt.
She's like, I didn't do that wrong. I know I forgot to bring your hair dye in,
Right.
and I forgot to bring the chili dogs
Right.
in, and then I put the wrong Facebook address on there.
And
but that was not my fault.
I still haven't cleaned up my area of the office for when the big bosses were coming last month.
Oh.
But they were only here for a day. I mean, they're gone now. Why clean for a day if they're only going to be here for a day, right? And maybe you don't know what roller coaster it is. I personally have no idea, and it's the hump part. Like,
right.
It's not even.
Looks like every roller coaster on the face of the earth.
So how the person knew that it was not Cedar Point?
It probably is.
And maybe it is. And if it is, email us. Email at ConnieandCurtis.com. It's that easy.
It's 8:23.
Connie and Curtis.
8:36 on Channel 95.7.
Yeah.
It is 65 degrees.
Yes.
That's a 6 and a 5.
I have breaking news.
You do.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
This is yet another reason to watch the show Dating Naked on VH1, which I never have.
Come on.
And I'm going to for the first time tonight because it's on tonight.
And he's going to his mommy's house so he can watch it.
Yeah,
she has cable.
She has cable. 28-year-old Jessie Niezowitz, who is a runway model and appeared on the show Dating Naked,
Okay.
is suing the show because they failed to blur her privates
What?
on an episode of Dating Naked. Here's the deal. They're naked, right?
No kidding.
And they're on a date.
Yeah.
And she says producers kind of talked her into performing a wrestling move on her date and said, we'll blur everything out. It'll be fine.
Okay.
And at some point during the move, the blur did not match up
How could that even get on TV?
to her private parts.
How could that even get on?
Because they want people to watch. They want a little bit of sizzle. They want this type of news. So she is suing them because she got texts. Her grandma saw it. The whole family was watching.
You
Okay.
go. Amanda, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, you are choosing to be on this show and be naked.
And
so
wait. What's the show called?
Dating Naked.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And I'm sorry, but if your grandma tunes in and is offended by the fact that they didn't blur a part of your private
Hold
area, but
on.
she's watching it and fine with the fact that
No.
you're on there and you're nude in front of someone you're dating anyway.
I disagree.
Yeah, this chick's an idiot.
Because even you, Connie, said, how did that get on TV?
well, how did it get on TV? But you're on a show called Dating
right,
Naked
so
or
you're
whatever it's called.
You're naked on the show,
Yes.
and you're fine with being naked around the date and around the cast and crew, but you don't want to be naked in front of a bazillion people online. Like, it went viral. There's naked pictures of her everywhere now. And she'll never get a job again. I mean,
Because she got a job before.
Yes, she would have had
Curtis.
a job. Her parents her grandma is upset, but her parents are annoyed.
No kidding.
That's what she's saying. Like, they're not upset at all.
I'm
But
just annoyed.
they're suing the show because of the nudity that they failed to bleep out.
This may. I don't know. This might be a stretch, but this may be the dumbest breaking news
No.
you've ever broken.
You're telling me that if you, let's say that there's some sort of idea that is hatched and it involves you being naked. Okay. Now,
on a TV show.
put out of your mind that you don't think you would ever do this.
Yes.
Okay, so you do it. You're on board with it. And they say, we're going to cover it. No one's going to see it. And then everyone sees it. you're going to be mad at her, you're going to sue, right? I mean, they've told you no one is going to see it.
Maybe they didn't tell her that.
Until
She says that they did tell her that they would definitely blur it. It would be fine.
Until I see, and she better have it in writing, but until I see her privates actually on a screen that is the same thing that aired on actual television, I do
Okay.
not believe it.
Well, let's Google that. And I was hoping that you would ask that because I also
Of course you
would
were.
like to see that.
Dumb.
Okay, so I will Google to see if we can find her privates on the internet. But
Yeah.
she says that it's all over the place. Like everyone has seen them. Now, apparently, I have my safe search on because I have nothing.
When have you ever had your safe search on?
Maybe Russ got in and had our IT department.
Yeah,
fix
you
it.
probably did.
This is
You
this
can
doesn't
never
even
change
match.
it back now.
This doesn't even match.
Or
what
maybe
I'm
she's
searching
making
for.
it up.
She said
Okay.
everyone saw it on TV. You can't make something up about what people saw on TV.
Who's everybody?
Like everyone.
Don't you-
who's
And yeah,
watching.
granny's. Oh, my granny's mad, and my parents are mad. Like those are two people that are going to get on board with you,
She said
no matter
all of her
what. Right?
friends.
Don't you think we would have seen some sort of news story about
I'm
oops,
looking for it.
a television show aired this footage and then they would have it
Yeah.
blocked out and it wasn't blocked out. Don't you think we would have
You're
seen
saying
that?
this is fake?
And like how much? like how
enough-
much are we
wait,
seeing?
How
Right.
How much do you need
Well,
to see?
is it okay? What is
Assume-
it like top or bottom?
It's bottom.
Okay.
It's bottom, and that's what her issue is.
Well, I'm
She's-
not going to ask any more questions. then.
because top, she's like, I'm fine with top. I mean, here I am on the naked front.
North
It's-
or south?
It's north. It's the
North.
front.
Okay.
They got the front.
You haven't even seen it, so you don't even know if that's
I'm
true.
going off what the lawsuit says.
Okay.
She did this move. She exposed herself to the entire viewing audience and is suing for $10 million.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
She better not get one penny.
She should get every penny.
0 pennies.
If they tell you that you are going to be covered and then you're not covered.
Curtis, why are you still arguing this with
You'd
us?
be
We don't
sued.
care.
Because
we don't
you do care. You do care.
We don't care.
care.
We don't think she should get one penny.
And I'm telling you that she should. She
And we don't
deserves
believe
it.
that it ever really happened.
I-
I want to see proof.
We need
Until
to-
you can supply proof.
We need to find the episode then online.
Why
I'm
you
sure
should-
that they've blurred it now.
Right.
I'm sure that they've gone back and blurred it.
Exactly. Covering up their tracks. Is
Now,
what
if
you're
somebody
saying.
has
Right?
a
So
DVR,
prove it.
If somebody has it on DVR and wants to invite us for a viewing party,
right? If somebody has it on DVR, that's proof. If they
We would
the
come and do
actual
it.
show when it aired,
she's saying
then I will say I'm sorry that I thought she was a dummy.
okay, because she's saying that everybody saw it. Her phone lit up with text. Hey, we just saw your crotch. The producers had said that they were going to move it, and they were going to move the blur spot, and the blur spot did not keep
Would they
up with
blur
her.
out her thigh?
No, it didn't keep up.
That's the worst editor ever.
Haven't you seen that where the blur doesn't keep up? Like somebody's blurring Nike on somebody's shirt and they like run, like you're watching Cops and they have Nike blurred out on the shirt or on the hat, or they have like a tiger logo on the hat, and then they move and the blur then moves to catch it.
But it's pre-done.
Right.
You could fix
Like
that.
if it's wrong, they should go back.
But they don't do it on Cops. Why would they do it on Dating Naked?
I don't know. Apparently, the editors of Cops just really don't care.
I think it's harder than we think to blur out the privates. And maybe there's a lot going
Well,
on.
that's why
maybe they
certain
needed a
people
bigger
go to
blur
school
area.
for that.
Maybe they needed a bigger blur area than they were accustomed to. Maybe they're like, "Oh, we should have blurred way more than this. We didn't know, right?" Maybe they have a standard crotch blur, and then it turns out no, they needed the double or
I
triple
feel like you
crotch
can
blur.
make the blur as big as you want. And if you can't,
kidding.
if you can't, then you should get different editing software.
But here you are saying that somebody should do a better job when 2 minutes ago you had the wrong website on a piece of paper that you easily could have had corrected.
That's true.
But nobody's suing. She has no conseçences, so nobody's suing her for her actions.
Right.
If we sued
I didn't
her,
like put privates on the website
And why don't you?
because I don't want to get sued.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
just put a little teeny blur spot over, like on your thigh, over your knee. I blurred it.
I tried.
I needed a bigger blur.
Granny, are you mad?
Connie and Curtis.